the next one, because using them right away, we can potentially get them back by quadrant 4.
Okay, so then
We want to
Kalis and I should go.
Yeah.
Me should go third quadrant.
So Caliph first 1/3, you second 1/3.
Yeah. Just remind Caliph second one what?
So it's when the pillars break, but it will be in the third quadrant.
Gotcha.
First break in the third quadrant.
Yep,
And
I
you'll
totally
get your
remembered
second.
that. Yep.
Then
There's
for
stuff
4 right now, we'll plan to see if selves are back up, and if they're not,
My salve should be up by then, unless if I
What's
die
the
in
cooldown on self?
12 minutes, but I can recover it extremely quickly.
He also runs out of mana
So-
extremely quickly too, so just a heads up.
Yeah, I was gonna say my big cooldown's Tranquility, which is just a 2-minute cooldown.
Oh, that's true.
well, let's see where we're at and see if we get to quadrant 4 and see if we need to switch things around. Okay. Other than that, yes,
I don't remember how long this fight even is, so there you
I
go.
don't have a sense either.
Okay.
Okay.
On
Don't
a
stand
rogue,
in
it's been up until we all die.
Well, that's true.
We also haven't done this in a bit.
We're gonna get this tonight.
Yeah, we are.
I'm confident.
First try.
But, Holy Yet feels more interesting, unlike last expansion where it felt a little bit sleepy. At least how I play it.
Well, wake up.
Alright, everybody is ready.
Sword clear.
5, 4, 3,
We are all gonna move into yellow.
1.
Here we go. People. Good job.
I forgot.
That's alright. Move out.
I always forget the first.
Turned close.
Okay, big bad coming in.
Watch your step.
Big bad, little bad. Remember, little bads leave permanent bad bad. Okay, regroup at yellow.
Turned close.
L. Caliph, Nero, Withers, Yvain.
No, bring it back. Good.
Watch your step.
Out.
Defensive.
Big bad in 5.
Watch your step.
Big bad and little bad. If you can pick up L after that.
Defensive.
Right, after Big Bad, we want to run pell-mell to the back, right?
Yes. Well, maybe not pell mell, because I'd like you to not drop it on top of this lock gate, but
So,
I just died.
yep.
so
Me too.
Dropped it all over that lock gate.
Let me just move this quick. Then we
Don't
can-
go to Skull yet.
Yeah. That is the thing I forgot to say, which is remember that the
Barely Chubby, Deaxis, Ed, Tyrael, Vincent.
everyone else in the thing. The swirlies come up right as we transition, so don't stack on Skull until after those go down.
Can we get flanked?
No, but we'll practice until the other tank falls down, and then we'll wipe. Big bad coming in.
Watch your
Big bad,
step.
little bad. We're good to regroup. Two seconds.
recast.
Foss, Keth, Nala, Quartz, Row, and Tyrael.
Watch your step.
Out. That was an interesting one. Which ones it broke? Big bad suit.
Watch your step.
Janie's down. Okay, we can fall in the hole. I actually remembered something else too. There's technically... Oh, I'm so sorry. So there are technically 4 breaks in each one, and what we had been doing when we were doing progressing normal was we had the healing cooldown on the first break of each set and healed through the second. Because a lot of those they happen pretty close to each other, so
Each
usually
set.
within.
Got
So when we get the pillars that the Awakened Earth that set up those pillars, those get broken in 2 sets. So like the first one in quadrant 2 would be, I think we said Kess, and then we would heal through the second break of that pillar set, and then when we come back after we stack back up at Skull, that would be the second set for, and see if we can heal through that second one. We can also, if the healing turns out to be too intense, we can make. No, why did I release?
Makes sense to me. So could Calith then go in the first quadrant, first one, on the grounds that then Trank will be up again?
I actually think she should go on the second set because we have Harrow for the first set, and those are very good. But we need a little bit more healing for the second.
So my
first quadrant, second set.
Yes.
Got it.
bumping quartz over to first one on the third set.
No. Oh,
Yeah.
wait.
So what Ro's saying is that we only have to cool down one of the events, one of the smashing of the pillars, and heal through the other one.
We don't have enough healing
Cool.
cooldowns to do every single one.
And there's 2 sets.
So first set, first quadrant, it would be whoever wants to go first would be the first pillar set, and then we wouldn't cool down again until the second quadrant. Calith would go with Trank on the first pillars,
I'm so
and then the third one.
I think Kess was arguing for Kayla to go in the first quadrant on the first.
No, on the
slam
second
of the second set of slams.
Yes, that's what I was saying.
Why?
Because I feel like we need a trank roll, and each quadrant is a 1 minute or like 2 minutes or so or something like that. I remember from DPSing this. So she'll have tranquility back by her cooldown, and it just helps top off the raid.
Okay. I don't know why I'm so confused with it. Can we get a res for people who are still in the back, probably from a healer, because they're far back.
Because Kess is saying something different than what was said. So.
Right, but I would need Kess to explain it again, so I can either say that's not what we're going to do, or change things so that I understand what it is we're actually doing.
We lost. Some people got really low during the first quadrant, second set of ones on the first slam.
Oh, yeah, we lost. We had a 4 break.
So I was suggesting that Caliph use a cooldown now.
It's
And
not
she'll have
usually
it
a
back
4
by the
break
time.
though.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't think it's a problem if Caliph uses it in the first quadrant, because she's not going to need it again until the third. So if we need Trank there, obviously, like, we know it'll be back up. That's totally fine. What I was trying to say, which I think is separate from what Kess was talking about, is that there are actually 4. If we were going to do each pillar break, there would be 4 per quadrant, which is 12 over the span of like 4 to 5 minutes, and we don't have enough for that. So what we had done on normal was when we put down the pillars, right? The tanks break it, and then about 10 seconds later, they break the second one. So what we had been doing on normal was we would use the healing cooldown on the first set, and then you would heal through the second set, and then when they come back out, we would use the healing cooldown on the first set of that set of 2 pillars and heal through the second set. Which probably means that tanks, if you don't think you can do a 3 and a 3, 4 on the first one is probably better, since that's where yeah. Does that make sense, Cheney? Flame?
Say it again.
I was just saying, so if you know that you're not going to be able to get a 3 and a 3, and you're going to have to go a 4 and a 2 because of how we place them, it makes more sense to break 4 on the first one,
yeah.
because we'll have the healing cooldown.
Yes. Yep.
Perfect. Sorry for the confusion. Let's try this again. Oh my god, I didn't eat the potato. Give me 10 seconds.
No, nope.
Where's Mud?
Gotta clarify. Who's
Yes,
doing their cooldown on the first quadrant?
So first quadrant, first set of pillars. Who's got that one?
We skipped that one because we have Halo, and all of us together can usually do it.
So what Cass was saying is second set of pillars, first break, Caliph.
Okay.
And then in quadrant 2,
The
who's
fourth choice
going?
is me.
I think that
First-
was then Kess and then Quartz, and then in the third quadrant it was Caliph and then L, and we don't know about 4 yet.
4 is whoever has stuff up in panic.
Yeah, I started doing that tutorial when we were on normal. I can try to go back to doing it before. Sorry, Serta, what were you saying?
I don't have that many band-aids.
That's why we
panic.
have healers. It's missing Nira and Withers.
I panic really well, so got it.
Ready?
Also, I definitely didn't run out of mana by the second quadrant.
Maybe let some other people here heal, Kess.
It's just the fact that I'm playing Holy with a lot of haste.
Do you, boo boo? You do you.
Alright. Withers, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
To the yellow. Ranged.
Roach, Ed, Kalith, Manine, Nira.
Watch your step.
Out.
Torrent force.
Big bad suit.
Watch your step.
Big bad little bads. Little bads are permanent poop. Restack it yellow.
Torrent force.
L, Foss, Kess, Tan, Tyrell.
Watch your step.
Out.
Defensive.
Big bad and 5.
God damn it.
Can pick up flame.
Watch your step.
Big bad, little bad. We're getting res on flame here. Moving quadrants in 5. Don't stack on skull till after the swirlies.
Special coming.
Alright, good to stack.
Nalu, barely chubby, Deaxis, Kella, Dialda.
Watch your step.
And out you go.
Defensive.
I've been feeling to do the thing. I've been feeling to call it out. I apologize. Big bad soon.
Watch your step.
Big bad, little bad.
Defensive.
Good to restack on skull.
Foss, Kalith, Quartz, Row, Withers, Evane.
Watch your step.
Out you go.
What the actual fuck?
Big bad coming in.
Step.
Break. Transitioning in 5, except Cheney's dead, but that overall went better.
I have no idea how I stole
Special
aggro.
coming.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on at the start.
Whoa, that's weird. It's hard usually to steal aggro away from Cheney, so at some point, Flame, I just have to say, well done. We can fall over and start again since we don't have
Now
tanks.
be less awesome.
I wasn't even
Watch your step.
DPSing though, and I didn't taunt because my taunt's not on cooldown. So I don't know.
Is the what triggers the quadrant change? Because it seemed that one came a lot faster.
I don't know that it did. It is 100%. I think it was just brains.
Okay.
because it really goes the stack and the things, and then we break, and then it's big bad, small bads, then it's a break, and then we regroup, and it does that whole thing again, and then we switch.
That's 35%
Look at your
by
DVM.
thought, though.
It's all timed.
Yeah.
It's
We got this down, guys. If someone would finish dying,
Yeah, jump off the cliff. It saves you a
Watch
pail.
your step.
yeah, it's why it's a race, is because each quadrant is timed, and if you can't kill them by the
Yeah.
time you get to the fourth quadrant.
Yeah. One part of the thing that makes this a little harder too is even so most of the time the swirlies are near where we are standing. Some just happen randomly, so some of it's in those later quadrants, so we have just less room as we go too, which is frustrating. But honestly, that was pretty good. I'm not mad with the small swirly placement. I'm not ecstatic, but I'm not mad.
It's partly random. It's like because they're not even.
It is, but some people are still standing on my lock gate. Like, I see you. I'm watching you.
You see nothing.
Champ turns into a wolf and run faster than everybody. No, I'm kidding. I know they shouldn't be on the lock gate. But
She's watching you. Got it. For those that are doing that, she's watching you. Got it?
Honestly, I know everybody's trying their best. Like, I'm not actually mad. I don't know why it bothers me so much, because, like, most of the time it's fine, but it just makes me crazy.
Better not
Bro.
cry, better not pout, better not stand on the lock gate and shout Santa Row.
well, you know, it's a good habit to be careful of, because I think more and more they're kind of depending on there being a warlock in the raid for stuff, because a lot of the things you really need that quick move out. And so we need to make sure that we leave the escape route open for us.
I'll wait for a healer, because
We just need three warlocks.
I mean, I think we need like all warlocks and some healers and tanks. That works for me. But
I have one.
the other thing to remember, and I know obviously it's better, like the most important thing is just get out of the way and don't stand where we want to be. If you have enough brain capacity to start actually thinking about, like, oh, it would be good if they went here, going behind the pillars is a really good place, because nobody's over there on that right hand mark most of the time, so it's a good place to dump the poop.
yeah,
What's
what flavor?
So that back right, or the behind the right marker behind the pillars, is a good place to drop the poop.
Okay.
Okie dokie tokie.
Excuse me just a moment, I need to put the cat out in the hall.
Okay.
There.
That's why I moved my cat's dinner time up an hour, so that I could just lock them in with their dinner.
Jimmy's down.
We're not doing the spider
Oh,
boss
thanks.
if we kill Taros, right?
I don't know. I hadn't thought that far.
Can't. How? What?
Centerath is what's after this. And Cass was like, "We're not doing that, right?"
Because it just occurred to
I
me.
guess in my head, I didn't think you could get to Centerath right after Taros, but it's just been doing it all wonky doodles, I guess.
Somebody said Centerath was easier in council, though. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see.
That fight just is so awful.
Let us know when you're back to Axis. I suppose I should write that in case he doesn't have his headset on.
Can we have some more lock rocks? I didn't see any.
I'm back.
Okay. Lock Rocks and Jeeves are up, and then I will ready check for the poll.
Thank you. Really think we ought to be able to get at least 2 sets of lock rocks.
well, you know, if you play a warlock, you get all the lock rocks you want.
I mean, you can only use them every 3 minutes or something anyway.
5, 4, 3,
And here we go.
2, 1.
On to you. Bring it in.
Ed
Bring
L.
it in.
Fosniratan.
Watch your step.
Wow, not enough sharing.
Well, we need to have that up at yellow. Everybody needs to be stacked at yellow.
Torrent burst.
Yeah.
Big bad soon.
Watch your step.
We've got
Out you
a
go.
couple heavy hitters dead. Do we want to?
Yeah, do we
No,
wanna get a
first
res
of
on-
all, I mean, now we should just die. But how about we don't just give up if somebody with really good DPS dies? Because one person with DPS is not what kills a boss, you guys. But now you can die, and we'll try again. Get a res on a healer.
Kilo.
Watch your step.
Also, practice is always good.
I'm sorry. There should not have been that much tone in my voice. Practice is really important, and not all of us are going to get things right on the first try. And
Oh God, please! I don't get things right on the 12th try. Come on.
Res going out.
cool.
Do a
Stay dead.
baker's dozen.
I knew that there weren't enough people standing in that. I should.
I know. I
think
went
if you
into
know,
it too.
move out. Like,
Let the person who didn't move in, let them die for their sins, and then, you know.
Honestly, that's what we should
Thank
do.
you.
I almost pulled Sordor into the group as well. I was just a couple seconds off.
Serdor was trying to adjust
Hey,
his
now let's not
headset.
name names. Everybody makes mistakes.
Well, it's not necessarily stupid. Like, there's reasons we would run in. I think 4 or 5 of us were like, I bet we could do it, but it just wasn't quite enough. So it's all good.
Well, when I got my headset back on, I headed for inside.
It's all good.
Da, 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 da.
Eat your food.
Looks like we got Kessa and Chubby are going to need to roll off for blame because they're both sitting at an 82.
That is true.
Who are we
Jeeves is
summoning?
also still up.
maybe
There's a
they're
couple of people who really-
collaborators.
Tyrrell tried, but he
least-
didn't quite make it with his 81.
I am out of range.
It's true, it could
Kess
be.
rolled a 46. Chubby
I didn't
got
make
cut.
I didn't make it with
Oh.
my 15 either.
Chubby is the winner. Congratulations, you've won the blame and this new dinette set from Broyhill.
Right.
Here I come to save the day.
All right.
Yeah, but who said that?
Mighty Mouse.
Just wondering how many people knew that.
Let us know when you're ready, Ben.
I had the fucking record, Serdar.
Oh, okay. I got to watch him on black and white TV.
Come back to me, Ben.
I listened to him on radio.
I was gonna say, I was figuring Serdar from where they sit in front of that big radio with the family.
Can you do another ready check?
He
Okay.
used to be on radio in the 80s.
I'm like jumping up and down, but apparently you can't see me.
I just saw you burst out into dance. That was the only way I knew. Janie, we're just missing you. Okay, here we go. All the focus flakes.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Moving into yellow when it starts.
Chubby Foss, Nalu, Nira, Yalda.
Watch your step.
And out. Big bad in 5.
Watch your step.
Big bad, little bats. Back right is preferable. Restack it yellow-ish in front of it since the poop didn't get quite far out. New
God damn
thing
it.
in 2.
Roach, Kalith, Kella, Kessia, Yvain.
Watch your step.
And out.
Oops,
Defensive.
we're gonna need a defensive. Or maybe not. That was some skill.
Discord clear, please.
Watch your step.
Big bad, followed by little bad.
Defensive.
Transitioning in 7. Remember, wait to go to skull till after swirlies.
Special
Move it. Wait for swirl. Good to go to skull.
Barely Ed, row, Tanner's Imperial Withers.
Watch your step.
Out you go. Break 1.
Taunt close.
Big bad suit.
Watch your step.
Big bad, little bads. Okay, regroup at skull. Break 2.
Taunt close.
Barely Deaxis, Ella, Cassia, Manane Court.
Watch your step.
Out.
Defensive.
Break 3.
I'm gonna combine my beautiful Dagliotelli.
Big bad coming in.
Whoops, whoops, whoops.
Big bad, little bad.
Put a little
Pasta water.
just to loosen everything up.
My pasta is cooked about 3/4 of the way right
Can we get
now.
a nope? We cannot.
And I'm just gonna let it finish.
Takes down.
I think it wouldn't hard to switch to 5 heal.
Yeah, I can switch.
Special.
Yeah, I think that our DPS is plenty fine.
Yeah, that's true.
It might mean that healers have more time to heal the tanks as well. If
Yeah.
that's the problem.
Yeah, that last one was.
It's got a lot of tank damage when we're already low and stuff.
Watch your step.
285k.
It killed me dead.
You got the coin? That's how you got the bargains.
It's not released. I'm gonna stay dead, but
Yes, I will swap C to heals after I get back.
What is the cooldown on Spirit Link Totem?
I believe it's 3 minutes.
The big tank damage is the physical attack after the concussion blow.
I mean, really, any melees after the first one is more painful because you're taking increased physical damage. The second Kinkatsu Slam also hurts quite a bit.
No.
And we go through
It's,
the healing cooldown again,
it's
just for a
this
friend.
Big melee attack. It's
so the question is, where do we want? I'm sorry, Flame. I'll talk after you. Sorry.
it just after we start taking those concussion slams, his melee attacks just get super big.
That's because you're taking increased physical damage.
Yeah, I was just explaining it to Ed.
So right now we have Hero for break 1, and then Kalith for break 3 in quadrant 1. In quadrant 2, we have Kess for break 1, and Quartz for break 3. And then in quadrant 3, we have Kalith for break 1 and L for break 3. And then we haven't really figured out 4 because we're not sure whose cooldown is going to be back up.
Oh, gotcha. I mean, I already knew that, but I was just asking for a friend.
George, did you get the res? And Yvain, did you get the res?
It's time to click on Quartz and see if he casted Salvation anytime now.
I definitely have.
That proves somebody lied to me.
That I have.
They told me you didn't have any friends.
What is L's cooldown that she's using?
I really don't have one. It's Devo and Divine Toll and Avenging Wrath together.
We got their buffs and stuff.
You can just let Nalu figure out when she wants to use her cooldowns then.
Yeah, She's basically said she'll fill and see if we need things.
Alright.
Elle, did you have something to add?
Nope.
Okay. Listen, Serdor, Chubby, and Tyrael, and Janie.
Tyrael!
That kind of like chia.
It's not more like, oh my god, why can't I pull out what it is?
I was supposed to say, wait, what is it?
I don't know, but my cats are almost as big as Flame.
Alright, we're ready. I will have to figure out what it is that you were channeling in after this. Alright, cleared.
Yeah, that.
3, 2, 1.
Thank you, Evie. Stack it, not skull, yellow.
And now that song's in my head, you know.
Alright, here we go.
Barely Kessia, Manane, Nira, Yvain.
Watch your step.
And out. Break one.
Torrent burst. Watch your step.
Big bad, little bads. Stack back up at yellow. Break
Torrent
two.
burst.
Chubby L, Foss, Quartz, Finn.
Watch your step.
Out.
Defensive.
Big bad and 5.
Gotta run back and to the right.
Watch your step.
Big bad, little bad.
Defensive.
Can we get a res on L? Transitioning soon.
Special coming.
Away we go. Wait until after swirl. Alright, get to skull.
Daxis, Ed, Kalith, Nalu, Ro, Tyrael.
Watch your step.
Out you go.
Torrent burst.
Big bad and 5. That
Back
was
and
one,
to the
by
right.
the way. Restack at skull, break 2.
Torrent burst.
Bring it in,
Roach,
sir.
Killa, Nalu, Quartz, Tan, Yalda.
Watch your step.
And out.
Defensive.
Okay, let's down.
That was 3. Big bad coming in. Back into the right.
Defensive.
Transitioning in 5.
Special coming.
Positioning, I didn't put marks down, but don't be on the left side of this bit yet. Okay, group agree.
Barely Ed, Manane, Quartz, Ro, Yalda, Yvain.
Watch your step.
Probably gonna get a 4 break on this first one, so some defensives would be
Torrent
good.
burst.
And we
Watch
don't
your
have
step.
Kayla.
Big
for
bad,
the
little
full,
bad. What's the one she was supposed to do? She was supposed to do the first one on this one, not second. But now we don't have L for the second either, so.
Torrent burst.
Regroup. We'll be able to pick up a healer in 20.
Daxis, Kessia, Nalu, Nira, Tannerism, Tyrael, Vincent.
Watch your step.
We're almost certainly going to get a 4 break on this.
Yeah. That was 3. But all of our healers are now dead, so we can probably just fall over. Jay, can we get a res on one of the healers so we won't have to run back? Really? I feel like it was 3.
Debuff said 4.
Debuff currently.
That's a different one.
Yeah, I know, but I swear I saw 3. It doesn't matter, bro.
It doesn't matter.
I'm gonna recommend L when we die, you take your res and walk to the outside.
Special coming.
Okay. Outside.
Yes. And then you can do a mass res. We'll go back to.
Hey, all things considered, 25%.
Yeah, no, not bad at all.
You might want to cast the res there, and then we'll walk with you.
She just ran over my head with her horse.
Oops.
Yeah, that's probably fine. Then we'll all just run back around the circle. No, we're doing a good job. Although, the more we can get our small swirlies back into the right rather than where we need to be standing and moving, the happier and easier this will be.
I'm so sorry, but I do not know what right means when I'm facing the boss and then I turn around and I'm facing the other way.
That's fair.
Can you use
the rightmost mark can try to say the one of the color, but it's the mark that's on the right when you're facing the boss. But I can try to say
behind orange or behind X.
Yeah.
If the boss is the engine, you want to be on the passenger
Right,
side.
but I think the thing is when you're turned around, right and left becomes difficult. I can try to say
Counterclockwise if you're looking at the circle.
I mean,
I think of it in my head as back and towards the pillars.
Not
If
all
the
of us
boss
have.
is the engine,
Not
who's
all
the
of us have,
caboose?
that's right.
If you look at the stars, take the north one. I'm just kidding.
If the boss is the engine, who's the caboose?
Get ready for the fight.
Keep in mind, we don't need to spread for the small swirlies either. Like, if there's only one small spot available right behind the big bad, we can all run there. It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, the food disappeared.
You shouldn't have ate so much.
Should have ate
Shit,
faster.
I thought we were
Wait.
going for seconds.
Has anybody else not remembered to use their potion at all?
I've used it on every single pull.
Yep.
I'm so proud of you. I'm not so proud of me.
Put it beside your cooldowns that you use on every
It's
single.
literally beside the cooldown I start with. So I don't know. Like my brain is like. "Arr."
Five, 4.
All right, here we go.
2, 1.
Stack it yellow.
Roach, Ed, Foss, Nero, Row.
Watch your step.
And out. Break one.
Diamond close.
Big bad soon. We'll go back behind orange in this quadrant.
Oh fuck!
Watch your step.
Out you go. Big bad little beds. Break two.
Close.
Stack back up.
Deaxis L, Quartz, Vincent, Yelda.
Watch your step. Defensive.
Break three. Big bad coming in.
Watch your step.
Big bad's little bad.
Defensive.
Okay, moving in 3.
Special coming.
Away we go. Wait to go to skull. To skull.
Didn't get there.
Chubby Kella, Kessian, Nalu, Tan, Tiro.
Watch your
And everybody out. This time we're gonna go back behind red X.
torrent burst.
There's a 4.
Big bad suit.
Watch your step.
Big bad little bad. Break 2 soon and back to skull.
Torrent burst.
Deaxis, Kalith, Tan, Withers, Yalda, Yvain.
Watch your step.
And out.
Defensive.
And big bad in 5.
Backing towards the red X.
Watch your step. Defensive.
Transitioning in 5.
Special coming.
Away we go. Not to green yet. Okay, now to green. We'll go
Chubby Deaxis, Ed, L, Kalith, Nira, Yalda.
back and behind blue for this one. Here comes break 1.
Torrent
Be
burst.
Kalith. Ellis down. Big bad coming in.
Watch your step.
Big bad little bads back into the blue. Break
Torrent
through
burst.
2. Back to green.
Foss, Kessian, Nalu, Quartz, Tan, Tyrael, Vincent.
Watch your step.
And out. Defensives on this one. I don't know if we can get a 3. Can get a res on a healer in just a second. Big bad coming in. Back into blue.
Watch your step. Defensive.
Break 4. And a res on a healer before we move would be great.
Special coming.
To the next quadrant. Wait to go to purple. Should be able to stack at purple. Remember with this set of pillars, we actually been trying to make 3 lines, so we don't break a 4.
El, Nalu, Nira, Quartz, Tyrael, Vincent, Yvain. And one other.
Your step.
Break 1.
Torrent burst.
Big bad soon.
Watch your step.
Break 2.
Torrent burst.
No, that was 1. I can't count. No, it was 2. Oh, because we have 3. Haha. Whew! Man, thought I was losing my brain. We do not have res for flame though, so. People do the things.
There are lots
Good
of
job.
that apparently.
Yes, there's lots and lots of us dead. Kind of spiraled out of control there in that last quadrant and a half, but we got to 15% and the last quadrant, so I feel pretty darn good about that.
Well,
Let's do loot and go on our break quick.
Note to everyone who's trying to run back so that the small things, there's a frickin' hole back there.
Where?
You know when you're running back in the first quadrant, you know, the little circles? Be careful, don't run too far, there's a fucking hole.
Yes, that's
Oh,
a good
yes.
point. Yes, that's a very good point.
I didn't mean to key up for it, but that's why I went, oh fuck! Because I ran straight
There's
No,
a
I
hole
heard
in
you
the
say "oh fuck," but I
floor.
didn't know what it was. That's funny.
We've
Very.
all done
Well,
that.
I heard
Good
it.
night,
I
Elaine.
assumed.
Do loot here.
key up for it. It was just habit, but I ran clear off the edge, like right at the beginning of the fight. And I'm like, oh fuck!
So-
also, I have salvation for the last set.
Oh, do you? For the
Yeah,
like
I
the
had a minute left, and I had a lot of down. I had a bit of dead time.
so the third break on quadrant 4.
Yeah, and I can potentially get the first, but that would be a stretch, and I'd have to
Let's-
use my holy spells.
Let's do something we know will work. So, did any healers have stuff back up by the first break at 4?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Did you have divine him or?
Nalu and Court.
Yep.
Loot real quick here. I've got two sets of these delicious plate shoulders for our 3 plate wearers.
Presumably, never mind.
Got a roll from L. Tyrael or Chubby, either if you want the shoulders.
What?
Yeah, we do not have a lot of plate wearers this time around.
We're about to take our break now. 3 or 4 minutes.
No other plate wearers? Alrighty. Got 3 of these cloaks, 402, haste, burst, and agi strength. Anyone else?
I'm at the beginning row. I'll
Okay.
get it after break.
Okay. No other rolls. I just want to make sure.
Well, you got that, Rez, right?
Hang on,
I did not.
Was that it? Was the cloaks and the shoulders?
Yep. Sorry, cloaks. Sorry, I was spaced out.
Anyone else for the cloaks? There are 3 of them. It is the only thing to roll, and we had 2 plate shoulders and 3 cloaks. Any other rolls for the for the cloak?
Okay.
Boss is taking all the brain power. Okay, no other rolls. Currently see Cheney with a
got that one.
78.
The
Cass, I
Axis-
did. Sorry, I was doing 2 things at once. Cass with a 74.
The Axis has.
Oh, Daxis has an 83. So Daxis, Cheney, and Cass. Does that seem accurate to everyone else? And then L got the shoulders.
Shame squared. Thank you.
Alright, I will put up our break timer back in 7.
And remember for the healers to reapply your trinkets when you get back.
Guess you still there?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I get first.
Oh, nothing.
I'm not a smoker anymore, you two.
No.
Well, that is fortunate
Congrats,
and
but
unfortunate.
no.
Ooh, that's cool. Well then.
Why are you standing on the edge?
Oh,
You
that's
little
mean.
Were you in on this?
No, I just saw an opportunity and took it. But you didn't run it the wrong way into the hole, so I guess that point goes to you.
And I can't believe she was here.
Well, congrats on quitting, though.
Don't you tattle, Vince. I'm hiding.
So people can look at the mini map.
It's true.
You're one of the only pink dots.
You need to hide inside Turiel
Why
or
are you
something
running
else.
farther into the raid to try and hide?
Just doing the work for us.
You're just chasing me.
How is that person a spider, and do they still have weapons equipped?
Kayla hooked me up. I don't know what that is. It was cool though.
Yeah, I have random old holiday toys in my bag. They've been taking up bank space forever.
I mean, you gotta have fun with them. I think you have weapons equipped, though, as the spider, which is pretty goofy. I think those are weapons. I don't know.
Hey, if I'm a spider, do I still have a pink dot?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
I can also just, like click on your raid icon and see where you are.
Wait, so you're no longer going to be gone during break?
She hasn't been gone for break for most breaks. Quite a while. I mean, she's occasionally
I do
tapped
go to
out.
the bathroom, and sometimes I get popcorn.
Just gonna have to be more opportunistic now.
Yeah, a little more subtle, too.
I'm happy that you quit though. That's cool.
Yeah, that was my immediate reaction, because I realized I said no to our quitting, and I'm just like, no, wait, that's a good thing.
But you should definitely go for a walk.
Yeah, that's true.
Like she's gonna do that now.
I probably need the steps, actually.
For your knees, recovering and whatnot. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I had a oh my god, Jesus.
Blow blood, huh?
Blow blood sugar, yep. I did, yesterday, at PT, because that man is effing out of...
He is that.
Yes.
Hey, did he discharge you yesterday? I'm thinking not.
No.
She's so mad.
Not even after I almost died.
Are you being dramatic? I feel like you're being dramatic.
Hey, how low was my blood sugar that one time at Culver's?
I feel like it was in the 80s?
Yeah, it was 70 yesterday.
Pressed.
Did you put anything in your mouth?
Well, he went and got me 5 dark chocolate candies. And then I got to the car, and I have an orange I carry in the car. It wasn't with me, which wasn't very helpful.
That was not very helpful at all.
It's not. I don't think he appreciated my suggestion that exercising for 2 hours had perhaps contributed to my...
I feel like you should know that and carb load beforehand.
That's what I screwed up. I have always had a snack at 3 before I go to PT, and I did not do that yesterday. And yeah, that was a bad idea, as it turned out.
That is a terrifying bear.
Physical therapy, Chubby, from her knee replacement in October.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He's like a personal trainer, but he really cares less about my opinion.
That's a bad physical therapist, because I was lucky enough to have physical therapists that actually care.
How is your knee, Al?
The knee is absolutely great.
And how's your back?
Not so hot. It's better, I will say, since I had my heart-to-heart assertiveness talk with the PT guy. He's been doing more things with the back. I've been trying to do chiropractic and massage. I actually spent 4 hours in bed last night. That was pretty
That's like a
impressive.
record, actually. Oh, timer's over. Checking to see who's back.
Did he give you the stretch where you pull your knee to your chest?
Yes, the straight up in the air one, and the dunk kicks, and what he likes to call the fire hydrant. Which I will say, I do think that those stretches are helping.
Yeah, that they should, because what they do is they lengthen the glute, which reduces the pull on your back when you're sitting.
Cut out. Or my internet died.
I didn't. Or I went off.
Brain cut off
key.
instead of
Still many people AFK.
That stretch lengthens your glutes, so it reduces the pull on your back when you're sitting.
But what if you're gluten free?
My glutes are free, that's for sure.
I mean, the other thing that saved my back was getting a Herman Miller Aeron chair at work, but
What the hell is that?
It's at the time it was the ergonomic chair. But I'm very tall and I have a very long torso. So I need a chair that will let me tilt the seat pan back a lot more than most chairs will.
Checking to see if our away people are back. I guess Barely was here because he said he was gluten free. So, Withers.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just running back.
New material, that's not a literal description.
Who goes there?
It seems unlikely.
Roach is here, but he's still dead.
It's a brand. Ed's not here.
Just missing Kella, I think, and Ed. So let us start our buffing and stuffing so that we can kill this sucker.
I hit the first ready check. I don't know.
Okay.
Reopen your files.
You'll have to send her a link, Tyrael. Okay. Kella said make sure you put your flasks back on. Whatever they're called this time around. I feel like that would be difficult for the gaming, Tyrael. Is it not difficult for the gaming? Just missing Ed still.
When Ed gets back, we have to beg him for some lock rocks.
Oh, did any of my other plate wearers who didn't get this want this for Mog? Otherwise, I'll have our enchanters disenchanted. Just chubby, cool. Easy peasy.
Oh, did I get a cape? Oh yeah, I did. Just kidding.
I was gonna say, I hope so, because I don't have any more in my bags. Alright, if Ed's not back in like 30 seconds, we'll go without him, and he can rejoin us when he's back.
If we do this without a warlock, remember that you can
That is true. Ed, come back!
if you can get a little bit close to the edge, but on the first quadrant in particular, don't go too far or else it will adjust. Or like it might do a quadrant that we weren't expecting. But after the first one, it doesn't matter basically, from what I can tell.
Yeah, I think after the first one, it's just the next 25% of the room. Ed, I need you to come back to me.
And how do y'all see this? I just figured out when I'm supposed to use my healing cooldown, okay?
What?
Relax. What?
Wait, we're supposed to use our healing cooldowns?
I don't think that's a thing, is it?
I mean, for salve, I usually do it when he breaks the line of things.
I thought you salved on balls.
Pillows are ballish.
Okay, can I get a mailbox, please?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. I need another Hearthstone.
Be a shaman.
That is really the best. Was that Nalu?
Yes.
Oh, there you go. I was like, I think your thing might be up by your head, but you fixed it. Well, I was mean and I kicked Ed, which is actually mean to all of us. But if you get, oh, there he is. Works every time. Oh, thank God. I was about to be like, I put my lock gate.
Lock
That
please.
spoils me.
I
Ed
remembered to use
spoils
one
me.
potion in that fight.
Woohoo! That's an improvement. How did I not eat this food? Oh my God.
Shame.
Warcraft, let's go.
I can definitively say we've had 7 pulls.
Okay. Just missing Ed, who is probably getting all buffed and stuff, so now we're good.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Here we go. To yellow.
Oh, Caleb, Kella, Kessie, and
Watch your step.
Out. Taking the small bads behind orange. This one.
Torrent boss.
Big bad in 5. Big bad, little bads behind orange. Regroup at yellow. Break 2.
Torrent boss.
Roach, barely quartz, Tyrael.
Watch your
And up.
defensive.
Break 1. 3. 3. We get flame up.
Damn it.
Big bad coming in.
Watch your step.
Big bad, little bad behind orange.
Torrent boss.
Three seconds we'll be moving.
Special coming.
Away we go. Not to skull yet. Okay, good to go to skull.
Nalu Road, the Axis Boss, Tanyers, and Withers.
Watch your step.
And out. This time going back behind red.
Defensive.
Break 1. Big bads, little bads behind red. Restack.
Defensive.
Break 2.
Fairly chubby Ed near a Vincent with.
Watch your step.
Out you go. Might get a 4 break this time, so. Break 3.
Fuck
Oh, yes,
me.
defensive. Defensive.
Overcompensated.
Watch your step.
Big bad, little bad's behind red. Four.
Close.
Moving quadrants in 3.
Special coming.
Away we go. Alright, to green. This time we'll go back behind blue. Remember, you can stack with people on that.
Roach, Jaxus, Ed, Row, Tanner's, and
Watch your step.
Well, it sure likes picking you, Tan.
Might get a force, just be careful and prepared to use your defensive. Ow! That hurt. Let's just try that again.
Watch your step.
5 hurts a lot.
Defensive.
Quartz, did you change to the Divine Ward spell?
Putting a savior down.
Okay.
No.
Die quickly.
Oh.
Jump in the hole.
I thought I saw,
No!
Don't get killed by the savior on the res. Although,
thought I
if
saw
you
another
fell in the
one.
hole, it probably won't hit you. Hopefully there's a healer over there. That'd be funny. It has exploded, you may accept.
I didn't get it at all.
Damn it!
Yeah, I didn't either.
I was right next to
Yeah,
it. That's weird.
Yeah, I am.
I didn't
It
get
was like right on your body. That is very weird.
I think we were still in combat too long.
I'm running back.
That's possible.
Do try to work on wiping quickly when a wipe is called. That's better for everyone.
Yep. Faster we die, the more pools we have time for.
There's a hole you can jump in, like right there.
What were you asking, Jess?
I thought you had Divine Ward because I saw another healing circle from Sanctify on the ground. Or something that looked like it. It may have been...
Oh, yeah, that's mine. That's mine.
Oh, okay.
Man, I don't know what it's called, bro. I just hit that button and that thing happens.
Yeah, you weren't using it before, though, but like it's so good on this fight. But what I was about to say is that it may have been Consecrate because it honestly looks like a pally spell.
You're talking about the little cool pattern on the ground?
Yeah, whenever you use
Okay.
Sanctify with Divine Ward.
Gotcha, yeah. Yeah, I swapped to it because we were grouping up a lot more, so.
Yeah, no, this expansion, like, we've been getting really good at grouping up.
Hey chat, Sposs or Yolda can reach a healer.
If not, I'm almost there.
Okay.
I'm just slow. That should be close enough.
Anybody not get a res?
I'm running a little bit farther in and just gonna drop one.
Okay.
It's better just to cast it than to wait and then someone say, "Oh, I didn't get it."
So true. L day access Finn, did you get the res? It may be off this left side. Not sure he would have gotten it. Try it this way. I'm getting you, Vin.
Yeah.
let's buff and stuff.
Okay, let's kill this mofo.
Alrighty. All the buffs, all the stuffs. Here's a ready check. Alright, that looks like everyone. Yeah, everyone.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Stack it yellow.
Roach, Foss, Kess, Nala, Yalda, sorry.
Watch your step.
Break 1.
Torrent close.
Big bad in 5. Going behind orange this time. Big bads, little bads behind orange. And back to yellow.
Torrent close.
Ed, Calith, Nira, Row, Withers.
Watch your step. Defensive.
3. Big bad in 5.
Don't be in that line.
Watch your step.
Big bad, little bads. Okay, back to yellow and break.
Defensive.
Transitioning in 4.
Special coming.
Away we go. Wait for skull. Wait for skull. Alright, to skull.
Barely Daxis, Kella, Quartz, Tan, Vincent.
Watch your step.
And out. Might get a 4 break, so just be prepared. 1.
Torrent close.
Big bad in 5. Going behind red.
Watch your step.
Big bad, little bads behind red. Remember, you can stack with your friends. Back at skull. Break 2.
Torrent close.
Chubby, L, Tan, Tyrell, Vincent, Yellow.
Watch your step.
And out.
Defensive.
Big bad in 5. We'll need defensives for the next set. Res on Elf can. Big bad, little bads behind red.
Defensive.
Root back up. This is 4. Right? Right. I'm transitioning in 3.
Special coming.
Away we go. Wait to go to green. To green. We'll go behind blue this time.
Daxis, L, Foss, Calith, Nira, Tyrell, Yalda.
Watch your
And out.
Torrent close.
Big bad soon.
Watch your step.
Big bad, little bads behind blue.
Defensive.
Fuck.
Defensive. Should be back at green.
Roach, Chubby, Ed, Kessia, Tan, Vincent, Withers.
Watch your
Get out.
defensive. Watch your step.
3 seconds so we can get a healer.
Torn close.
Transitioning quadrants in 2.
Special coming.
Moving. Wait to go to purple. To purple.
Chubby, L, Caliph, Nalu, Tanner's, and Vincent.
3 lines if we can.
Defensives as well.
Absolutely.
Torn close.
Okay, big bad in 5.
Watch your step.
And behind moon.
Defensive.
Break 2. You're all probably gonna die at the rock blast, just FYI. That was so close!
Target you. Watch your step.
Oof, yeah.
But there were only like 5 of you left, so. But 10% is now the official best pull. I don't really. I was trying to sit here as I was dead, trying to figure out what happened in 3. We lost a lot of people in 3, but I'm not entirely sure why.
I think we had a 5.
The lines seem to be separated a little more. Everyone's going way too far past the mark.
Yeah.
We need to stack up the pillars better, but like focus on the line aspect. We're good at getting it over to the right.
See you, Tyrael.
Night, Tyrael.
But
It's the thing is having 2 separated groups.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you go too far and you just stack them all on top of each other, you're gonna make your healers cry.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just not being put into 2 lines very well. They're just people are still on top of each other.
Could you explain that? Asking for a friend.
Which part?
The stacking of the 2 groups.
So the idea is really that we want 2 parallel lines on either side of the mark, because when the tanks break, 1, it makes it easier for the tanks to break them, but 2, it makes them easier to only get 3 broken. And when we break too many, we take too much damage. If we don't break enough, then we take too much damage the next time. So the idea is try to get them in a straight line, 2 straight lines, so that on the first one we break 3, and on the second one we break 3, so that we keep our damage even. The problem we're having is because everybody's trying to, and it's not a lot of time, right? We're all trying to get in the right place and everything. We all kind of play the chicken in the doorway situation thing. I would just go, either if you have movement speed things or you're just one of the first people to move, go to the right side of the rightmost mark, the pillar mark. And if you're slower or you are, you know, just lagging behind the group a little bit because your brain was slow or whatever it is, go to the left of the mark so we have 2 lines.
Gotcha.
We just want to make sure that we're not blowing them all up at the same time, and it's much easier if we have it in 2 little things.
Can I also ask how it feels for like the healing cooldowns? Like, are they getting the job done, or does it feel like we need more for certain parts?
The 1 and 2 felt totally fine. I'm not sure what happened at 3, so I'm not positive.
Fine, right? 3? Yes.
No.
Yes.
You are 3 in quadrant 2, but not quadrant 3. But yes.
You lost.
He said I'm 3. I said you are the 3rd break in quadrant 2. You are not in quadrant 3. So what I have on my list is the first one is Harrow. The first break in quadrant 1 is Harrow. The 3rd break in quadrant 1 is Calith. The first break in quadrant 2 is Kess. The 3rd break in quadrant 2 is Quartz. The first break in quadrant 3 is Calith. And then the 3rd break in quadrant 3 is L, and probably something from Nalu, since L's are, you know, not as heal based and more defensive based. And then in quadrant 4, we have Nalu and Quartz for the first break and Kess for the third break. Yeah, Tyrael just left, so now I can do that. We clear healers? No, they're not. There's 4 breaks in each quadrant. So each set of pillars generates 2 breaks. So there's 4 breaks per quadrant.
Okay.
We're only doing 2 cooldowns per quadrant on 1 and 3.
4 quadrants, an increasing number of pillars.
Yes.
3 breaks, 7 cones. Yeah.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
I don't know why I'm confused.
Yeah. I also think if I scroll up here, the fight was like 5, almost 6 minutes. So in that last quadrant is when you should be able to potion again if you remember to do it at the beginning, which you absolutely should do.
I don't suppose we could get another potion cauldron.
No, because Evane is gone, but I can give you some. I think.
Yeah, I got lots. If you don't like,
I have a fair number. I grabbed a lot because I always do.
I'll just give Deaxis 19.
Yep.
Okay, then I guess I'll keep mine.
I mean, I have 63 regular elemental potions.
I was just giving
better.
10. I'm
not
good.
even the fleeting ones.
Get
it's
better.
Regular ones.
Everybody said they were ready, so we were going to focus. We were going to kill this sucker.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Pot.
And stack on yellow.
Roach, Barely, Kalith, Nalu, Withers.
I'm disconnected.
Watch your step.
Okay. Sorry. It's better than other things. Big bad soon. We're going behind orange.
Well, I kept you alive.
Big bad, little bads behind orange. Stack with your friends. Back to yellow. Break 2.
Torrent horse.
Can you pull up Bailey?
Yep.
Deaxis, Kess, Row, Tanyers, and
Watch your step.
Out.
I'm back.
Torrent horse.
Oh god. How about we try that again? Have one of our healers die and toss a res on and try that again.
Watch your
Nope,
step.
not on Cheney.
I jumped off.
Right,
Was
get a
that
res on
copper
Kess.
wipe?
Row, did you call a wipe just because you were the only one dead? Because Cheney was at that point.
No, I died. Well, no, that's not true. We exploded 5 of them, so.
Cheney had died, and I assumed we had burned extra healing cooldowns, and that just wasn't gonna go well. But that is fair. I deserve that.
Shame.
I probably didn't help by DCing right at pole.
No.
It happened.
But your pillar wasn't the one that had the problem. That was the tank going, yeet!
I
stole
went as
aggro,
far
yeah.
over as I could, and it still hit.
No. It wasn't you. I stole aggro, and so then I was scrambling to try to
Food's
get
still
there
up.
in time.
Everybody should have a res, and food is up, so
Okay.
get your res.
Precision
Regarding-
targeting does not
Quick.
agree.
Regarding grouping, first 3 people to get to the right, keep going. Group together. Next 3 people, stay closer to the impact.
Be in the impact if you can, because it
El,
helps.
Chubby, Nero, Withers, did you guys get the res?
Sir, respectfully, I'm polite. I like to let people go in front of me.
Because the more people in the impact, the less damage it does. So if
Yes. Those 2 or 3 people can usually get in the impact if you're on the left side of the mark.
that's what I've been trying to do. I've just been trying to put it. Everyone keeps running past the mark, and I'm trying to stay in the impact to help take some of the damage.
Yeah, that would be nice if we start.
Can we get some more lock rack?
Do need to be on the outer edge of the impact, though. Otherwise, the tanks have to send the concussion slam through the group.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, I'm like I go like right on the edge of the impact on the left side of the mark.
These are just tweaks at this point. We got this. As soon as Flame is ready. Flame is not here.
Yeah, I released.
Silly McGilly.
Which is odd, because you're the one who gave me the Vez, so you should have known one was coming.
Well, I didn't see you take it.
Oh, I waited a little bit.
Just to psych you out and have
Right.
you released.
Okay, I'm good.
Alright. Here we go.
Five, 4, 3, 2,
Hot.
1.
Stack it yellow.
Roach, barely chubby, Nalunira.
Watch
That's way too far.
Yeah, I appreciate the thought, but not that far.
Just the other side of orange. Big bad soon. Big bads, little bads behind orange. Stack with your friend. Break 2. Back to yellow.
El Kella Quartz tan with.
Watch your step.
Out and very nice.
Defensive.
That was break 3. Big bad soon. Big bads, little bads behind
Watch
orange.
your step. Defensive.
Break 4. Transitioning in 7.
Special coming.
Waiting to go to skull. To skull.
Ed Foss, Castro, Vincent Yelda.
Watch your step.
Good job bringing the big circle.
Yeah, sorry about the scare there.
We're behind X this time.
What?
Big bad soon.
Watch your
Shut
step.
up is talking to you.
Guys!
Torrent force.
I think we're back at skull.
Chubby Deaxis, Foss, Calith, Kella, Tannerism.
Watch your
And out.
defensive.
A big bad suit. Big bads, little bads behind red.
Watch your step. Defensive.
Transitioning in 5. Here we go.
Special coming.
Wait till we go to green. Just say don't be there yet. Now we're good for green.
Barely Deaxis, Foss, Calith, Nira, Tannerism. Unswirly should not be going.
Watch your step. Torrent force.
Big bad in 5. Big bad, little bads behind blue. Stack with your friends. Back to green. Break 2.
Torrent force.
What the fuck?
Ed L, Nalu Quartz, Roe, Vincent Withers.
Watch your step. Defensive.
Big bad soon.
Watch Watch your step.
Big bad, little bad.
Defensive.
Break 4. Defensives if you got them and we're alive. Could probably pick up a DPS if we wanted. Transitioning in 3. And a healer.
Cancel that.
We have 2 reses.
Special coming.
Moving. Wait to go to purple. And to purple. Res for L and then a DPS.
Nalu Bailey, L, Foss, Kessie, and Nalu Quartz, Yelp.
Watch your step. Defensive. Watch your step.
Innovate cast.
One. Or 2. That was 2. Regroup at purple.
Barely Ed, L, Foss, Cheney, Quartz, Yelda.
Watch your step.
Big bad coming in. Well,
Watch
tank
your
stop.
step.
8%!
7.2. Under 7.
So effing close. We got time for one more.
Also, I definitely didn't let myself die so I could have mana.
That was sus.
So very close.
Yeah, it sure is.
It allowed me to cast Salve for free, though, which gave us a little bit more time.
Kess, do priests have any instant cast heals?
Yes, a lot.
Are you using potions of chilled clarity?
No. What is it?
It's called a potion of chilled clarity. Reduces the mana cost of all spells by 100%, but also increases the cast time by 40%. But it doesn't matter if the cast is an instant cast.
That's... how long is it?
It decreases the mana cost by 100% and increases the cast time by 40%.
No, I meant, how long is the duration?
12 seconds.
I don't think you could really use that theoretically because, like, the thing about it is that after we cast our instant casts, we want to cast our Prayer of Mending and Heals. So that's... oh, that could be detrimental.
I mean, when I'm healing, I use them all the time because almost all of my heals are instant. So
you have a lot more dots. That would be better on disc because you can make your ramp completely free.
I don't know that there is. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Anybody else not get the res?
No worries.
I not have gotten Withers because Withers is back heel with my...
Can I get a repair?
Yeah.
So repair your gear, food, stuff. Yes, Cass.
Right now, I'm not using a potion because I just don't know which one's the best. The 30-minute versions.
Oh, file.
Yeah. I should really just find out which one's best and buy like 40 of them.
I do too. I usually buy like 40 at a time, and then when I get down to like 2, then I forget and I have to wait a week. And I'm like, oh crap, right, buy all the
Holy
things.
priest, you should be using File of Tepid Versatility if it's a throughput thing, otherwise File of Elemental Chaos.
Sounds good.
I can give you some files of Tepid
Sorry, Tan, I didn't realize you weren't here.
Yeah, if you want.
I would say Kef did twice my healing, so I'm the slacker, obviously.
5, 4.
Here we go.
2, 1.
Moving into yellow. Pot. Bring it in.
Ed El Castanyelda.
Watch your step.
And out.
Torrent burst.
Big bad in 5. We're going behind orange.
Watch your step.
Big bad, little bad's behind orange. Stack with your friend. Right back to yellow.
Torrent burst.
Barely Cheppy near a quartz.
Watch your step.
Out you go.
Defensive.
3.
And that was a
Big
400 thing.
bad. No, it was a 3. It was also break 3, but it was only 3. And big bad, little bad's behind orange.
Defensive.
Transitioning here.
Special coming.
And a skull. You grab a res on Nira.
Jax is Kayla, Kella, and Alu, Vincent Wither.
Watch your step.
And out.
Torrent burst.
Big bad in 5. We're going behind red.
Watch your step.
Big bad, little bad behind red, and stack with your friends. Back to skull.
Torrent burst.
Upcoming break is break 3.
Roach, Chubby, Kella, Kess, Rotan.
Watch your step. Defensive.
Big bad in 5. Big bad, little bad's behind Ek. Stack with your friends.
Defensive.
Back we go. Remember, you get better healing if you're stacked with it. Transitioning in 5. Moving quadrants. Wait for green. Back to green.
Chuppy, Foss, Kaleth, Kella, Quartz, Ro, Yelda.
Watch your step.
Probably gonna end up with the 4. I just don't know if it's the first or the. Let's do first. Defensive.
Torrent burst.
Big bad.
That
in
was
5.
a 5. God
That's alright. Defensives are better. We're good. We're good. Big bad, little bad behind
Watch
blue.
your step.
Stack with your friends. Run into the old swirlies if you need to get out. Stack at green. Break 4.
Torrent burst.
No, 2. I can math 2.
Roach, Ed, Foss, Kalith, Kessa.
Watch your step.
And out.
Defensive.
Defensive if you have it again. Big bad soon.
Watch your step.
Big bad, little bad. Then let's group back up after that for heals, cause out.
Defensive.
Break 4. Transitioning in 5.
Special coming.
Okay, wait for purple. 2 purple and we can pick 2 DPS. We're stacked at purple. 3
Barely
one,
Chubby, the Axis Quartz, Vincent Withers, y'all.
Watch
and out. I would say if you have a defensive, use it on this set.
Taunt boss.
Big bad in 5.
Watch your step.
Big bad, little bad's behind move. Restack at purple.
Taunt boss.
Still have a defensive. Use it. Repot.
Chubby, Castanera, Quartz, Roe, Vincent, and myself.
Watch your step. Defensive.
If you still have a defensive or it's back up. Big bad in 5. Big bad, little bad. Woohoo!
Yeah.
Pass on all
Very
of them.
nice.
Woo!
So what's our ranking, El?
Yeah.
You beat me
I'll go
to it.
look.
Can't
Remember to
believe
pass
you
on
remember
every
to
time.
ask that.
And
Get to do your mining.
yeah, do your mining,
Gonna-
then we'll take our picture and do our loot. But also res people first so they can be in the picture.
That's only going to bring us up 2 spots, but this weekend when we kill Council, that's a big jump.
Oh wait, wrong button.
Who goes there?
Pass on all the loot. We'll do a quick picture and then we will do our
Keep talking over my loot.
loot rolls. Wonderful.
But we
So don't
could
forget
kill
to
at that
actually
time,
lose
is what I heard before.
Yeah, okay, and I just want to say, like, I know sometimes we lose people early, but, like, in case you ever feel like your DPS doesn't matter, like, we were a solid, like, 3 to 5% behind heading into that last quadrant, and that's because we lost somebody early as opposed to, like, in quadrant 3. So, like, it really matters when we stay alive. And you guys did so good staying alive, so I'm so very proud of you. Okay, let's face the skull.
Oh, no, my whole body shrinker is off cooldown now.
But do you have a parasol?
Yeah, but it's not the same.
You can actually see Kess in this picture.
There, now I'm phasing into the bale.
The bear with the parasol is pretty hilarious. And we've got a disco ball.
A parasol.
I'll
if
be
you
in at
will.
least one of them, though.
Y'all crack me up. So hard to take a picture. Alright, let me do loot here. Hold on. Leather plate. 1 of everything. Linking what we got. Cloth chest, crit verse, 402.
You know, I don't really need it.
No, I actually checked when I saw the cloth piece dropped, and I was really disappointed that it was the same as what you had.
Just Finn. Last call. Grats, Finn. Leather waist versus mastery. Just flame, no other rolls. That's tan. I just skipped. Hold on, that's not what I want to do. I want to do mail next. Sorry, I don't know why I skipped ahead. Anyone else for the male shoulders? Verse mastery. Currently see barely with a big old 91.
I have a question.
Yes.
Did you move plate to the back?
Yeah.
Because we complained.
No, not because we complain. I usually go cloth, leather, mail, plate, and then I do all the other stuff.
I always thought that plate was forced for some reason. I just misremembered.
Now the plate piece, which is a head with crit and haste.
There's some beautiful stats.
Whoa, man!
Oh man! You win, Chubby. That was good.
I didn't think I was going to roll higher than L, but Chubby's like, ha ha, watch me! Any other rolls? Cheeryl's gone, so it's just two of you. Cool. Poor Cheryl, he so wanted to be here for the kill, and he's like, I gotta go! Alright, that is all the loot I have. Much great work tonight, all.
Yeah.
We will pick up this weekend on Saturday.
And do council and kill it.
Are we doing
Is it L? Because it says Raz on the calendar.
I don't know what a Raz is, so we should do council.
Hey,
Never heard of a Raz.
Okay.
Razzmatazz.
Okay, so there. Y'all have a good night.
Night all.
Night, everyone.
Thanks, everybody.
Tonight.
Hey, Cheney.
Mm-hmm.
Sucker.
Yeah, that's fair.
I saw that you had died and I was trying to rescue and I was like, ooh, can't let her know the plan. Can't let her know the plan. But then Rose said,
I know, right? She's like, take the pictures, like, damn it!
thanks, Ro. You're the best person on my team. See y'all later.
Night.
See ya.
See, what we need to do is send Arthur Kurog.
Honestly, what does heroic add to the Spider fight? Because I just hate how much I have to move on that fight.
For which fight? Center?
Yeah, what does it add on heroic?
If you fall off, you die.
I think the big thing is if you get 10 stacks of the poison, then it's like a longer stun, or then other people have to break you like they do in the final part. Yeah, there's something about that, but I don't remember the details.
If you get 10 stacks of webbing, you have to be broken out.
Yeah. It's not too bad. You can avoid 10 stacks pretty easy.
Is the Gossamer pull, does it pull you farther or the same?
It's the same.
Then it's not too bad. I always feel like I'm just constantly moving and don't have a chance to really do anything in that fight.
Yeah, it's a very movement heavy fight.
I looked at a parse for that, and I got like good I got pretty good uptime, like casting uptime, with like 30 or 40% downtime, and I'm just like, if that's what is good on this fight, I kind of understand. There are too many gems this expansion.
There's too many everything this expansion.
Because I got a new neck, and now I have to find out where I get the gem. Or what gem I'm even putting in.
I mean, at least for now, just grab one out of the guild bank.
True. But it also says that it empowers the gem. And I want to know how it does.
It's like whenever it procs, it like gives you a whole bunch of the stat the gem has. I think.
But like, what if it's an int gem? Do I get 499 int?
Probably.
Does anyone know that for sure? The elemental lariat?
You should just probably look it up on Wowhead.
I think that description was correct.
So if I have an int haste jewel in it, for example, I'm not sure if there is one, it will give me 499 int and 499 haste.
I don't think that's precisely, but it like gives you more of what it is. Like I don't think it doubles it, but I also don't know for sure. Like
No,
I think
I'm
it
not
just
saying
makes
that
it.
it doubles it. I'm saying that because it literally says 499 of the associated stat.
And like every single gem has 2 stats on it, save for like the really crap ones.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. I would go with googling it. Sorry.
Okay, actually no, that I was wrong. From Wowhead it says fire gems equal critical strike, earth gems equal mastery, air gems equal haste, and frost gems equal versatility. So it's based off what element they are.
What did air give?
Air is haste.
Yeah, I need. Why does the air gem give me mastery?
Oh, okay.
Wait, air gives you mastery?
The one I have in my neck piece does. Mastery
Oh.
and haste.
Well, at least it gives haste, but like.
Yes, but I'd rather it give me 400 mastery.
Well, there's no jewels that do that. But it will. If you're talking about the neck, it will give you. Oh yeah, no, yeah, well.
It'll give me a whole bunch of haste, which isn't the worst thing.
I'm assuming you also made a neck.
Yeah, I got one made. I'm just saving up the focuses to make another primal infusion.
Oh, I used my primal infusion to make the lariat. So mine's 405, which is nice. But what are the diamonds considered?
No clue.
The diamonds also have one of those elements associated with them because there's one in each. Like you learn one at the top of each of the elements in jewel crafting, if that makes sense. So like the air is haste, for example. So like the diamond you get from that one is going to be an air diamond. If did that description make sense?
Yes. However, like, do I just need to look up a guide to know if I'm not a jewel crafter, which one's which?
Maybe.
Because green is earth, right?
I would guess
No.
that.
I think earth would be like yellow brownish.
Okay, so like green is air?
I think green is Oh wait, there's a. Why is there a green?
I'm looking. I'm looking.
Is it associated with Ysera?
Maybe. I'm looking at the fierce, illuminated diamond.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's what I would need. And yeah, it uses awakened air, so it must be air.
I don't remember that being green. What? Okay, whatever. I remember wrong. That's fine.
Oh, also, I'll try and look up, because there's class weak auras for every class. I'll try and look it up and send you where I find them.
Oh no, that's fine. There was a specific thing, but like I'm assuming that was a priest one you were showing me. I was actually just in the process of looking up rogue ones.
Yeah, go to what is this website called? Wago, WAGO. That's where I
Yeah,
get all my.
I'm actually sorry to cut you off, but I'm actually already getting one, and I'm gonna try it out.
Yeah, Ipsils looks good, though it's a work in progress.
I don't understand why it's telling me to do my poison, because my poison is on. Is this already not functioning?
Vin just sent me something that says Air Onyx, so that's the answer, I guess.
Weird.
No, that's the one I have in my Necties.
I dislike it because it gives more mastery than haste.
And there's like 2 more in the guild bank.
I might just get a fierce one made, though. I'll look up which one's best gem, though, real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna want a fierce one anyway, so I might as well make it.
I don't understand with weak auras, like when you should be able to click each little layer and it says view, the little icon it has.
Yeah.
Well, why do they all say it's not viewed?
That's because if you picked a spec with multiple things, like for example, there are priest weakers that do all three, the one that I have, it's considered a group and it hides the stuff you don't need. So you have to move the group. Because, like, when I'm in Holy, it doesn't show me my shadow weak aura, for example. It's hidden.
Okay.
But once you find the main group that it's tied to, you just move that whole group to move it, because that's what I'm assuming you'll want to do.
Kind of. That's helpful, but it's not exactly what I wanted. But that's fine. That's still helpful. Thank you. And I figured out what I was doing too. I guess I had accidentally clicked the view for the major group instead, and I didn't realize I had done that. And I'm like, this thing has all the abilities, even the ones I didn't take, which makes sense because then if you have a different build, you can pick and choose what you want to show. I think just that'll help a lot, actually, because this shows me all the abilities that are on cooldown or not on cooldown, and like if they're not on if they are not on cooldown, they need to be on cooldown essentially.
Yep.
I was reading about it, and it's like with Outlaw, you don't need to be saving for whatever, like even saving for hero for Outlaw, you don't do it. You just use everything ASAP.
It's like Shadow Priest in that regard.
Okay.
Because lining up stuff is for classes that don't overcap on resources and lose 90% of their DPS.
Yeah, that's fair.
A little bit of an exaggeration, but still.
It gets the point across though. Like the whole point is I need to be using everything as fast as I can. Like that's all. Like that's like the most important thing about the spec.
That's why if I were to pick a melee class, I would either pick warrior or probably combat rogue, because I like frantic playstyles that just burn everything without caring.
Yeah, fair.
If I have to think about a rotation, the only one that I would like to play is Arcane, and that's because Arcane actually has a decently interesting rotation.
Yeah, and I'm learning that the chaotic way of this is like it's really hard for me, but I want to get better at it. Like right now I feel like I'm just not contributing like I should, and I want to contribute more. Like I feel like I should be doing a lot better. And like I'm focusing so hard on my rotation that I'm getting hit by all kinds of stuff and wasting healers' mana, so that's not good either.
Yeah, hopefully the tracking thing will help you focus on both at once. Because I feel having it closer to your character means that your eyes are better at glancing at it.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah,
And
like anytime you have to track stats or something, that helps a lot.
mm-hmm. And Entree was telling me that thing about I forget what his was called that he was showing me, but it was basically like a max DPS type thing.
Mm-hmm.
And like I don't want to use one of those, but I think with a spec like this it might really help.
Rotation helper might help a little bit.
Yeah. At least, if nothing else, to like get more used to how it works. It doesn't help that the combo points on the one closer to your character are broke. Like they don't function properly. They'll like not update. So like I'm glancing at my my portrait to see what they are. That's not really great.
Yeah, that's another thing. Unlike Blizzard, models actually update their things properly.
Yeah. And I
So
think there's
relying on models have given me an infinitely better experience than relying on Blizzard. Because like,
yeah.
while my mods will break the first week of an expansion, at least they'll get fixed.
Mm-hmm. And I don't know how long the rogue combo point thing has been broken, but it's been a while.
I mean, like, I guess they're expecting you to move your portrait to the center of the screen now, which is just no. I don't like that. I remember
Mine is sorry, go on.
they tried to force that the new UI on me, and I immediately reverted back to classic. Like that's the first thing I was talking about in in a guild chat. I'm just like, how do I fix this?
Yeah. I like it kinda where it was, but I moved it up some. But like I know not a lot of people like that.
I can't be playing a game for this long and not like how it used to be.
Fair.
I am a beast of habit.
Wait, now it's not letting me look at the weak aura. I'm not in combat. What is it doing? It's telling me it'll end after combat, or it'll show after combat ends, but I'm not in combat.
Sometimes there are things in there like there are things in there that hide when you're out of combat. I'm not sure what's because that's a case by case basis.
Oh, no, it was totally just counting me as in combat, even though the the little cross swords that show up on your portrait, that wasn't there.
Odd.
Yeah.